and the symptoms, but it is imperative to note that once the pressure or threat has passed, your stress hormone level will usually return to normal.
NTA Live, analytical, in-depth, educative, and interactive on national issues, accommodating all sides of opinions. We as a people have understood that we have to fight corruption before it fights us back. Poverty has a financial index, so it should be fought also with a financial weapon. Give it to the social investments program. It has been a very courageous battle. Tuesday Live, every Tuesday at 10:30 p.m. Join us. Information is power. So feel part of NTA News Radio App, the one-stop information center. Real news at your fingertips. Give a first to report by uploading first-hand information on the Google program. And with the first to know by simply clicking on any of the links on the sidebar for headlines, domestic and foreign news, economy, security, politics, sports, and more. Stream live on your smartphones and tablets and stay connected. It's pretty easy. Simply download NTA News app from your Google Play Store and you're good to go. NTA News mobile app, more access to real-time information. NT10 Station for Excellence.
In the latest World Malaria Report, there were 240. Yes, 200.
Top on the news, NAFDAC gives provisional approval for R21 malaria vaccine, plus aviation workers embark on a 2-day warning strike. Good evening and welcome to the news at 7 on NTA Lagos Channel 10. I am Ese Owamaka. Now the news in detail. Nigeria has approved the R21 malaria vaccine for use in children from 5 to 36 months. Consequently, Nigeria is now the second country in the world to take a step forward in fighting the life-threatening disease. Director General, National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control, NAFDAC, Professor Mojisola Adeyeye disclosed this in Abuja. Haman Chibani reports.
Reports there were 247 million cases of malaria in 2021 compared to 247 million cases in 2020. The estimated number of malaria deaths stood at 619,000 in 2021 compared to 621,000 in 2020. 4 African countries account for more than half of the malaria deaths worldwide. Nigeria is the highest with 31%, followed by the Democratic Republic of Congo, Tanzania, and Niger Republic, making Nigeria to have 55% prevalence rate. R21 malaria vaccine, the first to exceed WHO threshold of a 70.
In aviation, 5 unions in the country's aviation industry have started a 48-hour went on strike to draw attention of government and other relevant stakeholders to what they describe as an unacceptable condition of service. Larry Belay was at the local wing of the Murtala Mohammed International Airport to witness the industrial action.
The 5 unions embarking on the industrial action are the National Union of Air Transport Workers, NUHATE, Association of Airline Pilots and Engineers, NAPE, Air Transport Service Senior Staff Association of Nigeria, ATSAN, Amalgamated Union for Public Cooperation, Technical and Recreation Employee, and Association of Nigerian Aviation Professionals, ANAP. They are demanding for resolution on 3 main issues: release of approved condition of service for agencies in the aviation sector, namely implementation of minimum wage consequential adjustment, and planned demolition of the aviation quarters and offices for metropolitan projects. The union say the warning strike became indication of
that this is not a pleasant sight. We know we have been enjoying these inequities on our own for years. This is the time to just give a dose of it. We know that some people will sympathize with us, some will not.
The launch of the Beijing TV dramas and movies broadcasting season in Nigeria will foster intercultural promotion between Nigeria and China. Chief Executive Officer of StarTimes, Joshua Wang, said this at the 2023 series of the broadcasting season in Africa. Adebola Brookslin Sunday reports.
Described as 2 largest developing countries and important emerging markets in the northern and eastern hemisphere, China and Nigeria have continued to strengthen their order. Chief Executive Officer of StarTimes, Joshua Wang, told the forum that the TV dramas and movies cover a wide variety of genre to meet demands of audience of different age groups.
So we have Chinese film and television dramas have been broadcasted in Africa, especially for Hausa and Swahili, which is dubbed by StarTimes. So we know audience and videos work is an important window for the mutual understanding between Chinese and African countries.
We always say that if you want to go faster, you go alone. If you want to go far, you go together. So I'm convinced that if China and Nigeria, we work together, we share together, we really can achieve together, we really can go far.
Represented by the Acting Director Marketing, Awanimia, Director General, Nigerian Television Authority, Saliu Abdulhamid Dembo, said the NTA StarTimes joint venture is contributing more to the efforts of strengthening the mutual exchange between the 2 nations.
Chinese folklore and
The Director General, National Council for Arts and Culture, Olusegun Runshewe, says there is the need for strategic rethinking on cultural-related narratives by filmmakers in Nigeria in order to avoid public resentments and reactions. Speaking on the controversy surrounding the newly released movie Gang of Lagos, the Director General appealed to the Lagos State government to forgive the infractions contained in a flick contained in the movie projecting the Eyo masquerade negatively. The Gang of Lagos has depicted the iconic Eyo masquerade as an enabler of violence, drawing angry reactions from several quarters, which described it as a misrepresentation of cultural ethos of the Eyo masquerade that is insulting to the tradition and history of Lagos. Runshewe noted that the Eyo masquerade is one of the key cultural tourism products associated with the history of Lagos and Nigerian culture. He advised filmmakers to be well guided when producing for public consumption films on Nigerian culture and history so as not to provoke tension and irritations across the country. You're still watching the news at 7 on NTA Lagos Channel 10. This time out. Join us again.
Malt tonic is enriched with vitamins and minerals for that rush of vitality you need to reach greatness.
It's Malt Tonic time! You're welcome back. Moving on, religious organizations have been enjoined to put sentiments aside and harmonize common ideals with a view to achieving sustainable peace and development across the country. This was a submission of speakers at the Media Interactive Forum, tagged Nasfat Iftar, with media organized by Nasrullahi Il Fatih Society.
The involvement of some religious leaders in politics has tendencies to divide the country along religious lines at general elections. Speakers at the NASFAT Iftar with the media, however, say rather than meddling with politics, Islamic organizations should focus on how to explore areas of collaboration with other faiths to guide and educate adherents of their faith to entrench religious harmony and peaceful coexistence in the country.
If we continue to have a methodical teaching, a methodical preaching of what we have in the Quran, any environment we find ourselves more habitable.
The theme of the event is Search for Religious Harmony, Peace and Development, the role of Islamic societies.
There is need for us to interrelate, there is need for us to establish coexistence.
Nollywood actress matters now. Let's now take a peek into the entertainment world with Tolulope Showme.
Nollywood actress Omoumi Ajiboye is grateful as she marks 37th birthday. The wife of Segun Ogungbe, who has been counting down to her big day, has flooded social media with stunning photos of herself. Among a new age, keeping it short and simple, Omoumi wrote, "Happy birthday to me. Thank you, Jesus,